I hate wearing shoes and socks on my feet. And my family, who's sitting across from me right now, used to make fun of me because I always had dirty feet. And I'm 31 and I still have dirty feet. And I'm putting that in an interview, so you're welcome.
Welcome back to the show. Today's guest is someone I had the pleasure of speaking to about 5 years ago now, and that person is Jamie Fine. She is a 4-time JUNO Award nominee from Ottawa, and she just released her new EP, If This Is It, which features her platinum record, If Anything's Left. Nice to see you again.
It's been 17 years.
It's been forever.
Yeah.
Just realized now that I haven't seen you live. I met you before I've seen you live.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That was the EXJ days, A long time ago.
Yeah, lots has happened. You make solo music now. You're incredible. You got engaged.
Yes.
Got nominated for a Juno.
Yes.
First of all, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been busy. There's a lot of ebbs and flows, as you know, anybody in this industry knows. But it's been probably some of the most, I would say, like growing years of my life the last few years. So it's all been the ups have been incredible. The lows have been worth it.
Okay, amazing. You played the biggest crowd ever last night for you.
In Toronto, yeah.
Yeah. Do you still get stage fright?
I've never gotten, thankfully, I don't know why, in high school I hopped on stage and I just like found myself there. I'm the most me on stage that you can get. So I'm lucky that I'm not a nervous performer, but yeah, it was the biggest like headline show I could do in Canada. Had a beautiful experience in South Africa with a lot of people. We did like a 5,000 person room, and that was like my made it moment. But in Canada, where I'm from, of course, I want to keep growing as an artist here. So to be able to see myself in bigger rooms is kind of everything I've been working towards.
Yeah, that's crazy. One of your goals this tour is to have someone bring someone they hate. Has that happened yet? Are you?
I don't know. That's really funny. I did. I made like this post saying like, you know, if you think somebody hates my music, bring them to a show and we're gonna prove them wrong at a live show. I honestly don't know. I got a few DMs of people being like, they don't hate it, they just don't know it. And so I don't know. But I don't know if anybody bought a ticket who hates my music. Hopefully not.
But they might be your biggest fan, though.
There you go. You're right.
They might be your biggest fan.
It's the time to change their mind. Is at a live show.
Exactly. At a Jamie Fine show. Congrats on your engagement again. How did you guys meet?
She slid in my DMs, baby.
Really?
I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. It was during the tail end of the pandemic, and she slid in my DMs and she said, how do somebody get Jamie Fine's attention? And I went to her profile, and she's obviously dead gorgeous, and I was like, you have my attention, what's up? And we spoke for like a few months, and then I invited her up to Ottawa, and it was one of those like, I wasn't looking to get into a relationship thing, and very quickly realized she was the love of my life, and it happened pretty quickly after that.
Amazing. Have you guys started wedding planning yet?
We did. We U-hauled the wedding plans, so it's all planned. We don't have a date.
Okay.
We have a couple of places in mind that we want to do it. I think that we really want to enjoy being engaged to each other, and with both of our careers and figuring out everything that we want. We know that includes each other, and I think that we're in no rush to tie the knot, so to speak. But yeah, I won't lie. We have it pretty much planned out down to the food trucks.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I like asking people this question recently. What is a fun fact about yourself that people may not know?
Oh my god, that's a fun question. I typically go with like I'm unhealthily obsessed with Harry Potter, but everyone knows that now. So I hate wearing shoes and socks on my feet. And my family, who's sitting across from me right now, used to make fun of me because I always had dirty feet. And I'm 31 and I still have dirty feet. And I'm putting that in an interview, so you're welcome. I literally hate wearing socks. I like my feet like firmly planted on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm always walking around with like my feet look. Yeah, it's bad.
Well, maybe you're more connected to the earth.
See? You see?
I don't understand that though. I'm more of a person that has to have socks on their feet
Most
because I
people
don't like crumbs.
I know. I don't walk in the kitchen being like, this feels amazing. But it's one of those things that like, I just like hate feeling constricted.
Okay.
And I always do joke that like I love being like more connected to the ground, especially outside. I love walking outside barefoot. Whether it's it's like the most ridiculous romanticizing ever, but like when it's raining, and like going out barefoot, it's so like romantic. And I've just always done that, and people just don't know that about me because I have a very huge shoe collection. Like I have more shoes than anybody I know combined.
That's crazy.
And I don't like wearing them.
as most shoe collectors do.
Exactly.
Which I don't understand, but
I know. I don't know why we do that. Whatever. You need something to say.
yeah. I'm also in bed though when I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I don't like socks on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay,
Does
perfect.
anybody do that?
Some people do. And
Straight
pajamas,
to jail.
But like,
straight
that's
to jail.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a thing.
At least we agree on something.
Yeah.
You wrote your first song at age 12. Do you remember what it sounded like?
Oh my
Or what
god.
it
It was
about.
called Back Home, which is actually really
Oh,
funny because
wow.
the most important song that I've
Yeah.
written is called Homesick, which I've just realized now, and you've made me want to cry. But
Full circle.
I don't know what it is, but it's on me. It's tattooed on me. So it's the music notes are, so maybe somebody that can read music, my sister can read music, she can go play it on piano. But yeah, that's actually a fun full circle moment, yeah.
So the music that you're creating now feels much happier. You even said it's happier than your past music. What was the first song to break this cycle?
That's a good question. I would say If Anything's Left was a really big one for me. There's a song called For You I played tonight that I wrote about my partner, and that was the first time I kind of wanted or had an instinct to write something happy about love versus being a little more pained. I usually have an easier time writing about the hard parts about me rather than the happier parts. So I would say For You was the first song that felt really good writing, like something like mushy. And then If Anything's Left, I wanted to write this song that was just like 2 minutes and 41 seconds of happy. Everyone could forget about the bills they needed to pay or what was happening the next day or any conflict they had in their life. They could just feel happy for that 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And I wrote it about Vic. And I think that people kind of picked up. I think the reason it went so big is because people picked up on that happiness. So yeah, I would say between those two songs, it's probably equal.
Amazing. I'm obsessed with your new EP. If this is it, I think it's incredible. I feel like you're breaking so many barriers with your music with this EP. There's even like this like country side of you, and like I do with the
Like a banjo, yeah. I
I
got it. I totally got it with this.
And just like your high notes in one of the songs in
Maybe Give You One More Night, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That high note is insane. You broke so many barriers with this album. I mean, it's JUNO nominated for Pop Album of the Year. What does this recognition mean to you?
I took 2 years off of being an artist, right? And when I came back, I sat with myself and a bottle of wine, and I wrote down a list of everything that I wanted, because in that 2 years, it was about rebuilding, refining myself as a person, really, but also by extension as an artist. And I think when I wrote, I think one of the second or third things I wrote was get a JUNO nomination on my own, because everything, every time I'm introduced, it's always 4-time JUNO nominee, but it's always, Elijah was like Jamie Fine. And I think I really wanted that nod on my own for music that I was making. It was my story that I was telling alone. I wanted to be selfish about it. I didn't realize how bad I wanted it until the morning of the JUNO noms. And I think for me it was like, I typically, I don't have a lot of expectations, and in past years I'm like, okay, I don't deserve it yet, I want to keep working. And I think this year instinctively I woke up and I didn't realize how bad I wanted it until the nominations started coming out, and I was like, okay, I didn't get that, and then Pop Album came, and this was a really important project for me. So to have it be recognized in checking off one of the boxes that I had been looking to for so long was really great.
Yeah, of course. Congrats again. What was the first song to be created for this project?
Oh my God, you'd have to give me a track list of what's on there. I think If Anything's Left was the first one. And that was that was the project. That was the song that kicked off the project. I knew exactly what story I wanted to tell with this, which is candidly no story at all. This project is me being selfish. In a day, typically I go through a number of emotions, which the people around me know very well. And so for me, it was about creating an album, a project that took people through those waves of emotions, and so I want people to be as selfish with the project listening to it. A lot of artists will release an EP saying, you have to, I've spent so much time on the track listing, you have to listen to it top to bottom, not this EP. People can take it, whatever you're feeling any given day or any part of the day, that's the song I want you to listen to. I was selfish writing it, I want people to be able to be selfish listening to it.
I mean, groceries, you said it best. When bad days took a hold of me, those good days I keep close to
I'm
me.
obsessed with you, that's one of my favorite songs on it. It's a hidden gem.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, God bless it.
So good. You are on your first headline tour as a solo artist. What has been your favorite memory from this tour so far?
You know what? It's still the hometown opener. Whenever I get to play a hometown show, it's very special for me. I credit that place a lot to who I am. A lot of the times I end on Ottawa, or like we'll do a bunch of shows somewhere and then we'll end, in my hometown. And this time we decided to kick off with it, and that was really special. So I would say that's a highlight so far. I'm very excited to go and have seafood out east. That'll probably be the highlight, is eating lobster out east.
100%.
You know what I mean?
You're also going to South Africa, which is crazy. You're huge there. What's one thing you're looking forward to most going there?
It's always seeing the people. The
Yeah.
South Africans are very similar to Canadians, I find, and I think that's why I connect so well with them. They're really great people. Obviously, we're going to meet an elephant again. I'm trying to meet all the elephants in South Africa. We'll see how much I can do it. But I think just connecting, it's a different place. That place changed my world in a lot of ways. It opened my eyes in a lot of ways, and I think that's what travel does in general for everybody in the world. Everyone can benefit from seeing the world. However, musically, I think it changed my perspective on what I want to do and why I want to do it.
Amazing. One of your goals is to have a restaurant. Right?
You're so good. You're like the Nardwuar of Canada.
Oh my god, I wish I even brought a record and everything.
I know, which
So-
is insane. She knows.
Yeah, so being on the road, eating is not the easiest, I would say. What's your go-to restaurant or snack on the road?
So we have, I don't know why, Vic and I, we always get a brick of Balderson cheese,
Okay.
and then we get sliced turkey
Love.
and mustard, and that's our like thing, because it's like good protein. We don't feel like crap eating it. We're really trying. Like when I'm on the road, it's hard. Like if you munch on a burger the day of a show, I'm not moving around on stage. So I try to very much stay healthy as I can on the road and keep away from the fast food. So any hotel we're in, we make sure there's like a mini fridge or whatever. We get some fresh stuff, and then we keep it cooler in the car.
Okay, at least you can keep it fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a gas station snack you will never touch?
Oh my god, a gas station sandwich. Never. I'm not even messing around with that. Not on tour anyway.
Okay, you know what's funny? I recently interviewed Ace and Navi.
Yeah.
He said the same thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Have you seen the tuna on those sandwiches?
No, I have.
Yeah,
I
dark,
have.
dark, straight to
Yeah.
jail.
I told him I've seen a lasagna in a gas station
No.
once, like up east in Quebec, and it was like wasn't even like microwavable, like Michelina situation. Like it was like just there, like a
Yeah,
buffet.
that's not for anybody.
No.
A buffet? That's
Yeah.
crazy. A gas station buffet?
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
that's not for me.
it was crazy. My last question for you is, who are your favorite artists right now?
Great question. Honestly, she's on the other side of this wall. Nicolina's a big one, who's everybody seeing. Yeah, she is
She was
creepy.
incredible.
Yeah, that's for me, it's always about like talent first. I honestly, I'm just like, I want to be friends with Shawn Mendes so bad. It's not even
Yeah.
funny. And I feel,
Shawn?
yeah.
You're watching?
I'm very charming. Yeah, Sean is, I would say, somebody I really respect his trajectory of his career, coming up as a kid and as intensely as he did, and then clearly kind of going through something, taking a step back and coming back so unforgivably him is something that I always want to mimic. If I ever need to take another break or just kind of do some soul searching, I always want to come back exactly how I want to, with no barriers or no critique from anybody else. It's like a selfish thing, and he was selfish in the healthiest of ways, so that it seems like he can be selfless in the healthiest of ways, and I want to mimic that as much as I can.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me again. It was a pleasure as always.
And we can't wait another 6 years to do
No,
this.
absolutely not.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And the questions are beautiful because sometimes they can get redundant, right? But you do your research and that makes a huge difference for artists, so thank you.
Of course, thank you so much.